Jinjee. Jinjee, you have to come back to my lap. Jinjee, the only way things work is if you come back to my lap.
Yeah, Jinjee.
You have to come back to my lap.
We had a real cuteness setup going on here, and then at the last minute, Jinjee's like, nah.
I've got to go over here now.
No, this is, let me just ruin it all.
Meander, see what I can see.
I am really glad to hear that. Deadweight Nate, thank you so much.
You guys could have a view of cat butt.
Do you want to show Jinjee's face? Here, let's go like this. Hello, Jason. Jinjee face. I'm going to increase the exposure. It's a little dark here today. We got a Philip Torkington. Are you traveling to Scotland today?
Boy, yeah.
Duncan. Deadweight Nate loves his new job because he gets to watch us.
Yeah.
And it's just on YouTube, so they think you're just on YouTube.
That's
you're
right.
Not like
you're just doing some.
You're not on weird websites.
You're watching
like
some training
Twitch.
videos on YouTube.
Twitch that rhymes with itch that could be in your pants.
The ubtubs.
Just kidding. I just need to increase the exposure a little bit.
Jinjee.
It's a little dark.
Oh, Jinjee, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Jinjee. Hey, Jinjee.
Whoa. Let's go.
Oh, Jinjee, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Jinjee. Hey, Jinjee.
Krissy, your sweater has holes in it. Yes, you're going to get cold.
It's designed that way to have holes in it. It's
You can
you can imagine that I'm like Trinity from the Matrix.
Oh yeah, that's why it's so hard to see. Because I'm stupid. That's why.
There's mountains. Oh, I guess yeah.
There
there's, like,
we go.
The rolling hills of Scotland.
The rolling Dunnekens. There we go. Here, you guys can have an upwards view of my face while I talk. This will be kind of... Is this a weird angle? Or wait.
A little bit.
If I put the googly eyes on, it would be like the old...
You have a mighty mustache.
Do I?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a sexy mustache. I mustache you a question.
I need... Hello, Danny. Did you know that being able to do this with your ears is like wisdom teeth? It's like a muscle that... Let me turn this off. So, we were watching something that says, basically, that's like an old muscle from when we were like monkeys.
Yeah.
And like
So
that same with wisdom teeth. Yeah. So that, like, you know how cats, when you make a sound, their ears move? That's what it was originally for. And it's more we learn, I think I am still part caveman. I have all 4 wisdom teeth.
I had all 4 wisdom teeth. I had to get them removed.
You're a cave woman.
Yeah.
Do you have the wiggle ear muscles?
No, I don't.
When I had hair, it was a lot more pronounced that you could tell I could move my head.
I can, however, do this with my hands. And I don't think
I can't do that.
Is anything. But I can do that. That's kind of exciting. I'm a little double jointed in my hands.
A little double
I can do it
jointed.
with both. 1 second. Uno momento. It just takes a while to get the second hand going because your first hand is already kind of in crab position. So it takes a moment to coax the fingers into pretzel-like condition. And then you...
Thank you. Oh, good
You're
God.
welcome.
I'm Fred Durst right now, you guys. Your hands are really hot. Like lava hands. Like you were just like handling things without oven mitts. This is my Fred Durst.
I'm like a frilled dinosaur.
This is my Fred Durst backwards hat, New York Yankees style.
Hey, Fred Durst has turned into kind of a handsome older man.
You heard it here first. I mean, where's the...
Right there with the
maybe not that one.
right below. No,
this one?
Yeah.
That picture specifically?
With the white hair and
here.
the facial hair.
'Cause I break your fucking face tonight. Give me
They
something
can't
to
see
break.
this.
Yeah. So this is Mr. Lev flopping weens for the old Fred Dursky.
Yeah, Fred
This
Durst
is Fred
turned
Durst.
into a handsome
I'll see if
older
I can
man.
find a higher. He kind of looks a little anemic in these ones.
Yeah.
Like he might be sick. Something tells me though. Whoa.
There you go.
Bucket hat and big white beard. Yeah, totes my goats. Oh, good, sweet God.
Oh, with the overalls?
Honestly,
I kind of like it.
the only problem is I think he's actually I think he has like Kid Rock style values.
Oh, does he? That's unfortunate.
I think so. I think I recall reading something.
I didn't know that about Fred Durst.
But maybe not. I could be wrong. Let's type in Fred Durst.
I was gonna say another handsome older man is Rob Zombie, but Rob Zombie is unfortunately very short.
Yeah, I actually remember. Oh no, never mind. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
Yeah, I thought
maybe he's doing great. Yeah, Mr. Levity's on the car ride. Are you driving, Mr. Lev, or is your wife driving?
Yeah, he said that Charlotte's driving and
nice.
he's watching us to stave off boredom.
Is a vestig? Oh, that means a sec. Like
I don't hate on short men. I'm just 5'9", and
no, it's just you know how it is. Like when you find out Tom Cruise is actually like 5'4", and you're like, oh, I mean, yeah, he's probably still tough, but you know, 5'4". So the only thing I can find about Fred Durst is he in 2018 basically criticized Trump as being a dirtbag. So I mean that's good. Also, he did everything right and they indicted him.
Did you guys see his mugshot?
It's like probably the most Googled thing. Oh yeah, here's the whole mugshot setup.
Frickin' Sidney Powell.
Like
Powell.
So, oh god, fine, yes, click, fine, yeah, okay, cool.
Is that one Kenneth Cheesebro?
Yeah, the cheese bro.
I just find it funny that there's somebody whose last name is Cheesebro.
Cheese bro.
Cheesebro.
I didn't see it. So Donald Trump went with the classic blue steel. He went with one of these. Like, kind of like supervillain style. You got Rudy
Sidney
Giuliani.
Powell, her face just like
the cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When cheese comes out, this puppy comes cheese burrowing. Then the gas got the gas when the cheese drawer open. You gotta pay the cheese burrow.
What pisses me off is like ultimately like these people, nothing is gonna happen to these people.
No.
Maybe Rudy Giuliani, just because no one's paying for his like fees.
You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're looking when cheese comes out. Yeah, I don't know specifically which one of these.
I don't either. I know Sidney Powell, Giuliani, and Trump. And then I'm pretty sure one of them's Cheesebro.
Piker was looking at this and he said just by judging by how they had their pictures taken that these two probably flipped. We've just crossed the border into Kilt County. Kilt Country.
You know who Sidney Powell reminds me of?
Also, hi Danny. I think I said that, but I missed.
Freaking Donna Harpower.
Ugh.
Donna Harpower is a politician here in Saskatchewan.
Oh yeah, she looks like Baba from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, look at Jinjee. Donna Harpower. Dumb old, pardon my language, bitch.
Yeah.
It's fucking lizard person sucking the life out of the province. She's like, oh, I need to make more money.
Yeah. So when, like, it's funny because they asked her at the beginning of, like, inflation and stuff. They're like, what are people going to do that? Like, people can't afford groceries right now. Are there things that you want that you can't afford? She's like, well, I want a new house. I want a bigger house.
Yeah, and she already makes, like, fucking $1 million a year. Fucked. Stupid
She looks bitch. Exactly like Baba from Dragon Ball.
Man,
Holy shit.
I nailed that.
You did. Like me with like.
Nah,
Yeah.
so like, look at this. I mean, that's pretty goddamn close, if you ask me. Oh, little Jinjee, little cheese burrow. Here, he's
hit his face.
I have it all.
He hit his face. All weird.
I don't even know what's up and down on this cat right now. Here, you get the tail cam again. It's too hard to show his head right now. He made it. Yeah. He doesn't want to show his head.
You can see his nice butt. Ooh, butt.
Oh, are those balls? Oh, I don't know if we can show cat balls on stream.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cat balls and butt.
There you go. You get tail. You get waggy tail. No. Hey, Violetta.
Hi, Violetta.
We were just saying how our finance minister looks exactly like this Dragon Ball character. Yeah. I mean, look at this cow. I normally would not be derogatory in this particular way to another human being, but this woman is awful. Yeah. That's enough of that.
Yeah, usually, you know,
we're talking about how
the
Fred
ad
Durst is
hominem
cool.
attack is a bad one, but Donna Harpower does look like Baba from Dragon Ball. It's fact.
Honestly, the thing about Fred Durst, I think, is that I think I might want to hang out with him more now than I did when I was...
I know, right?
Where's that picture? The big one. Look at this shit.
Yeah. Fred Durst?
This is it.
He's aged like a fine wine.
Well, I mean, he looks like he might have gotten sick at one point. What do you think? Do you think so? But actually, you know what? That thing that I just closed. Oh, look at the very bottom line there. Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit said the news on his health was unexpected. So maybe he did go through a health scare. I mean, that's pretty banging, though. 51. He's like knows that he's like kind of a meme. Jinjee the Wampa turd. Jinjee.
Good wife.
Jinjee.
Jinjee is being very sweet.
Hello, Violetta. So, you probably get so much nice scenery driving to like Scotland, whereas we like drive to like Alberta and Manitoba.
We have some nice scenery.
Yeah, but like I would have just imagined going from the UK into Scotland. Or Scotland part of the UK? Looks like I'm talking to myself. Oh, hi. Hey, dude.
Yes. A boop. A boop. A boop, a boop, a boop. Boop.
Wait, they can hear him. No, you can't quite hear him. You're such a little wampus. Why are you so cute? As soon as we start streaming, you get so cute.
Yeah. He is the cutest cat.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, is he wanting to hold your hand?
Yeah.
Oh. Here. Is my hand okay? There you go, buddy.
How are you, Bracken? Actually, there's one giant motorway straight to Glasgow. It's pretty boring. But if we venture off the highway, there's lots of lovely scenery. Oh, those are the top of the boots?
Yes.
You can see the top of boots? You can
see the top of boots.
I'm so mad at myself. I made a mistake 7 rows back and need to frog my prohect.
We don't know what that means.
That sounds kind of hot. I'm just kidding.
How does one frog a project?
Oh, I need to frog my project. Seeing Jinjee makes me feel better. Oh, I'm glad. Pa? How does one frog a project? Sorry, muted at work. What's new?
Maybe it's like fucked up. Is that what that means, frog?
But made it in time for hand holding. Oh.
Boop. I'm making a skull sweater. Oh.
Oh. So
a few lines back, a few rows back.
yeah,
Yes.
you know that.
Yes, no, I
You know
understand.
the pain of doing something
Yes,
like that.
I do.
I don't even know how. We're gonna have to figure out a way to like make the camera hold itself, because this is like an arm workout. It's already a workout for me to sit up for an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah, so we didn't actually intend on talking about Fred Durst at all.
No, this is an unexpected tangent.
Yeah, I mean, to go along with
But that's mostly how our brains work. So.
Yeah, to go along with our happy news, our happy views of Jinjee, 4 decades of data suggest that the Pacific coral reefs can actually acclimate to the warming oceans and resist the future bleaching issues.
Do you see how the cat's sitting on me right now? Like how he's like, put his head.
He's such a fart salad.
What a little turd. Oops.
Actually, Philip Torkington, there is a command for Bad Jason, because Bad Jason doesn't like the chili peppers. Why are you, what'd you say? Stop complaining and hold the camera, damn it. Why?
Because Jinjee.
That's whenever Jason's bad, you play the Bad Jason command. Kind of like whenever Mr. Levity is hungry, you play the famous wiener command. But,
Not a famous wiener in my ass.
but yeah, over the last 40 years, they've been collecting data on the global or the coral reefs, and apparently they appear to be more adaptable than previously thought. In fact, they've already adapted, potentially at a rate of 0.18 degrees Fahrenheit per decade. The researchers say that established models for coral bleaching events should be updated to presume an enhanced capacity for these stunning underwater ecosystems. So it was led in Newcastle on the Pacific island of Palau. But yeah, I know that, I mean, since I was a child, they've been talking about the coral reefs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting because we also had watched, we watched something where, and actually, or you read it, it was about how scrubbing so much diesel out of, or sulfur out of the atmosphere from shipping vessels is actually, because the earth started to, or the weather pattern started to, here, I'll find it. Sulfur, removing sulfur from atmosphere. There was something. Yeah.
We saw Carl multiple times this morning. He's been a funny boy. And multiple times
Should
yesterday.
we block the sun to counter climate change? No, don't do that.
Don't do that. That
That's a
sounds
bad
like,
idea. That's
what was
called Pluto.
What was that movie we just watched with Cillian Murphy? It was like from the early 2000s. Remember we watched it?
Yeah,
not
it was
too
about
long ago?
space.
Yeah, it was about space. And they send like this group to block the sun with like
Yeah, I can't
mirrors,
remember what that was.
giant mirrors or whatever.
I don't know how to spell his name, so don't at me, bro.
Just with a C instead of a K.
Well, I mean, space movie.
Space movie.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. That was it.
See? Space.
Yeah, spice.
Yeah, long story short, don't block the sun, bruh.
Yeah.
Don't how am I gonna tan, bro? But yeah, this was saying that in 2020, international regulations to reduce air pollution from shipping vessels kind of made, they were like, clean up your fuel, right? So as part of that, global emissions deduction, they found that 10% has changed. But actually shifting to the low sulfur fuel had its own consequence. So sulfur particles contained in ships' exhaust fumes have been counteracting some of the warming coming from the greenhouse gases. But lowering the sulfur content of marine fuel has weakened that masking effect, effectively giving a boost to global warming. So some researchers have proposed that the drop in sulfur dioxide as a result of that clean air regulation could be behind the spike of the global sea temperature. So it's just kind of interesting that we might be trying to fix a problem while the problem is trying to fix itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything seems to be adapting to the things that we're doing. Well, not everything, but the Earth itself.
Yeah, Jason said Hank Green did a good video on this. I think we watched Philip DeFranco talk
he
about
did like
it.
a reference to it, yeah.
Because when you were saying that I talked about this, I'm like, when the fuck did I talk about this shit? This is like beyond anything I would care about.
I just thought, I couldn't remember where I had heard it from, but
not me.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting to think that, like, say for instance, CO2 goes mad and we all cook to death. Well, the Earth will find a way to, survive that, just like everything else. It's just bad for us specifically.
Like, I think about that stuff on a surface level, but I don't seek out articles about it unless it happens to be on some sort of news thing that we're already watching. So that's why when you said, like, you were talking about this, I was like, I was talking about this?
Yeah.
It's like my mom with the rice ice thing.
Rice?
Rice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ice rice.
Where I asked her to bring me a bag of rice, and she brought me multiple bags of ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I mean...
Like that. Ish.
Jinjee loves ice water.
Jinjee does love ice water. It is one of his favorite things.
What he doesn't love, though, is contracts between couples that aren't married.
I mean, this is kind of...
I guess that's not true.
Like, prenups include this kind of stuff, so...
These TikTokers went viral because there was a contract they signed saying that she can sue him if he cheats. So it says, by signing this agreement, there's different things. Cheating, including but any sexual contact with the opposite sex, blah, 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 ill intent. So does that mean he could have gay sex and it's okay?
I don't know.
A long-distance couple has sparked a furious debate after revealing that they drew up a contract that will allow them both to sue if the other party cheats or does not answer their calls.
Well, I mean, if you might be busy that you're unable to answer a call. But I will say in regards to this, like, it is weird because they are just dating. I think if that's like the point in your relationship and you're just dating, maybe you should break up. But, like, I believe Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake have...
A cheating clause.
A cheating clause in their prenup. If he cheats on her, she gets a certain amount of money. But I think that's because prior to them getting married... A little bit. He had some issues with some philandering issues. So that's why they have that clause in their prenup.
I mean, when you
But like I said, they're married, and so at this point, if this is something, just a contract you're drawing up with somebody you're dating, I don't think you should necessarily be in a relationship with them.
Yeah. It's almost summed up by the Texas-based couple. I'm just kidding. No, it's like, what do you... Okay, it's TikToker Devin Motley and her boyfriend... Here, we're going to turn off Jinjee Cam for right now.
Okay.
Or no. Oh, no, we'll leave it like that. TikToker Devin Motley and her boyfriend... Garen Gathright took to TikTok to share the document, which they both signed and which outlined the rules of their relationship before they moved apart from one another. The Texas-based couple, who didn't reveal how far apart they would be or where they are going, said they wrote the document together so that if anything goes wrong, they could sue. In a viral video, which now has been made private, Devin boasted the contract that noted that cheating, slander, neglect, and not staying in continuous daily contact were all violations. Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a funny Jinjee. The couple signs a contract that prevents them from cheating. The clip begins with the contract and states neither party can cheat on each other. It also notes that neither Devin nor Garen can end the relationship before September 2024. Can they neither of them can end it.
That's weird. Like, I wonder if they have. I'm thinking if like they're a TikTok couple, there must be some sort of like obviously contractual obligations between them. But I'm thinking also possibly like maybe sponsorship deals that require them to be in some sort of relationship.
Maybe,
I didn't
even think of that.
Like, that's the only thing I could think of, is that they are receiving some sort of like sponsorship.
Like as a couple.
Yeah, as a couple for their content.
Take care, Philip. Internet's dying in Scotland.
And I mean, this kind of goes like before stream, we were talking about how like people who stream all the time, it can become really weird where they don't know when to stop streaming. Like, what part is just regular everyday life and what part is content on the internet. So like, for example, we were talking about Aiden Ross because I guess recently at a party, Aiden Ross went up to Floyd Mayweather and his
at a boxing.
Yeah, and he was like filming Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather was basically like, you don't film me without paying me.
Yeah.
And then like was some sort of altercation ensued that because Floyd Mayweather didn't want to be filmed without being paid.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
interesting to live in a world like that, right?
Yeah.
Where I was actually talking about how growing up, we did photography in high school, and we used the old cameras that you had to, put your own film in, and then you'd have to develop it in the
I never did
formaldehyde and shit like that. And I was thinking, like, man, to do that in high school now seems so archaic, right? Jinjee, you're such a flambus all over the place. Flambosaurus. You're so cute.
Yeah, Jason said, how dare you ever threaten to take away this content? Basically, like, don't ever do that.
Jinjee.
This is our bread and butter, is Jinjee.
Violetta's away from her hubby for almost a week, and we talked once because it was an emergency. Otherwise, we wouldn't. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, we're still... aside from being married and lovers, we're still friends. So, if I seen something funny...
I'm sure Violetta is friends with her husband.
Oh, yeah, I know. But if you see something funny, like, we would text it to each other. Or, you know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't mean to insinuate in Slovenia it's like woman's week away from husband or something.
We're just also weirdly codependent upon each other because we live in a 10-foot by 10-foot shed. So
we have to be touching at the shoulder. Yeah. We have a literal tether. I have no signal here. Whew, she didn't hear that. Yeah. Good. But yeah, according to the document, they also have to share their location 24/7. Answer any and all calls from each other, and stay in daily contact.
See, I think we would be forgiving if you didn't answer any and all calls. But we're also... Jinjee, you're so freaking weird.
This says arguments must result in a resolution, apology, and closing action of affection. Long distance will require a gift of some sort to be ordered to each party's home. Location must always be turned on. Every call seen must be answered. How would you know if they've seen it or not? We must call at least once every day, keep in continuous contact throughout the day, and always give extra reassurance. So the contract says, signing this or whatever is a breach of boner law. Cheating, including but not limited to sleeping with someone of the opposite sex, having any sexual contact with the opposite sex, messaging or calling the opposite sex with sexual innuendos or ill intent.
So I guess, gay sex is fine.
He can have as much gay sex as he wants.
All the gay sex you want.
I think she put that in there so that she could also enjoy herself a little bit of gay sex. Both parties are required to do the following, and that's the stuff that we already mentioned. But
good to know that in these people's minds, gay sex is not cheating.
This says,
Have you ever heard of like so back in the medieval times, this reminds me of, have you ever heard of like the term a tongue servant? So back in medieval times, really wealthy people, because it wasn't viewed as cheating to receive the oral pleasures. You could hire a person to be your oral servant, and they had like specialized chairs. They were basically like a U that you would sit on.
honestly,
And you could sit and like the lady would get eaten out by her like
I don't-
tongue servant to like service her while her husband was away, and it wasn't considered cheating.
people's hygiene wasn't good enough back then for that. There was a lot of things allowed back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Like, blowing, like when you say don't blow smoke up my ass, it's
It was a
because
real thing.
literally they blew smoke up people's ass
Yeah.
as a medical treatment. Like it. Oh, Jinjo.
Boop boop. Beep, 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 beep.
Slander against
The lack of hygiene just adds flavor.
Ugh. Slander against either party included in this contract, complaining about your relationship or speaking poorly about your partner. Neglect of participating partner's emotional or physical state. Therefore, a lack of reassurance would be considered under this violation. What the hell is wrong with these people? But yeah, I just thought that was crazy. I'm thinking that if it didn't look official, I would say that they did it for the virality of it all. But
Probably a little bit.
I just don't see it being like, it just, like you said, that's a relationship you don't need to be in. Oh, Jinjee, let's go.
My friend, Violetta, my friend had that chair, had to give it away when he met his now wife.
My friend had that chair. So apparently it's not that old of a tradition.
At least not in Slovenia.
So just going on the trend of, I don't know, ridiculous crap that apparently speak talk. This purse.
Oh, we are frozen.
Oh,
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Everything is
Oh.
frozen. Oh,
Ooh.
there we are. Hi.
Hello? Hello?
What? Is everything good for you guys? Because everything froze for us for a hot minute.
Yeah, I don't know what time.
But now we're not
You
frozen.
there still? Still?
Stall? Scroll?
That was really weird. I'm guessing this website was probably loading some ads or something that just
maybe.
kind of tipped the scales of the computer's functionality. I do push it, but I mean, it usually has been panning out lately. You know?
Do you imagine if remember when it imploded in the middle of stream, our big gaming computer? It was just like done.
It did happen, you guys. And we're still keeping it. We're still keeping everything good.
Yeah.
We have a guy who comes and helps us once in a while. He's kind of weird looking. He lives out in oh, there he is. Some call him Tim. He's
Some
our
call me
computer repair person.
Tim?
But yeah, sorry, before it froze. Actually, maybe it was the internet not wanting us to talk about stupid shit anymore. But a TikTok trend is making anything a bag trend. So apparently what that means is that you just kind of like wrap a ribbon around something and say, this is my bag
purse.
now.
My bag.
So this person named Jada Holmes, who apparently is like really big in this meme or whatever the hell you want to call it. She tied this lace or what looks like that crappy stuff that you hang up at birthday parties on an ATM and ended up getting arrested. It was your internet. I lost you for about 5 minutes. No, it was the computer, actually. Everything kind of... I think I just pushed too many buttons.
But it might also be your shitty Scottish internet.
Yeah,
So
we'll blame the Scottish.
For you, it might be a combination of things, Philip.
Yeah, it's actually... They're watching you.
Yeah.
Scotland watches everyone from the UK that goes.
Yeah.
It's true. Be weary. But yeah, TikToker Jada Holmes, she's notorious about turning anything into a handbag. I mean, she's altered televisions, blow-up couches, gasoline cans to look more like a bag for the anything bag. I don't know what you mean, look more like a bag.
It looks like she just put like a piece of string on it.
Yeah, like,
holding it.
look at
I don't
this.
get it. It's stupid.
What are you talking about?
It's a bag. No, it's
You're not turning that into
you put
a
string
bag.
on it.
How is that toilet a bag? Oh, she did bejazzle the toilet. But for the most part, she's just like, it looks like she's outside the same place.
Yeah.
With a bunch of stuff that she's wrapping garlands on and saying it's a strap, right? So it's dumb.
It's a little dumb.
It's really dumb. But apparently she pushed it a little bit too far this time. Though most of her designs are legal, her most recent creation resulted in the police being called as she attempted to use the store's ATM as her purse. Now, the store's ATM. So I did see this video. Are you... Let's see if it's music. No.
It's the shoes for me. I always gotta check her damn
But...
shoes out. Girl, let me see what's inside you.
This is where I get confused. If it's the store's ATM, you can't open it. It's like...
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah, so also to have access to that locker combination.
And it being in the parking lot, it's like 5,000 pounds from what I understand.
Like, I worked at a place that had ATMs, and I had to work there for a while before I got access to those combinations for the ATM locks.
Well, I don't...
Like,
I've worked at places with ATMs, and we didn't know what they were because another company came and dealt with it.
Well, we technically had to deal with the company that dealt with it. It was very annoying.
Yeah.
It was a very annoying company. They were also based out of the States. I'm not going to lie. I hated interacting with them. They were, oh my God, it drove me absolutely insane. But, yeah, it was a while before I was trusted with the combinations to the locks of the ATM machines.
Yeah. But at least you had... Philip said if she liked it, then she would have put a string on it. We're too old to understand TikTok people.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's apparently... Well, I'll bring up that YouTube thing yesterday that we seen. YouTube actually is where most Gen Z is.
Yeah, like from 13 to kind of 16, that's where most of them watch their gaming content, not Twitch, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But I have to wonder how much of that is like a recent mass exodus of viewership from Twitch.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that after this. So basically, yeah, she's put a ruffle strap on an ATM machine and she posed. And basically she was surrounded by officers saying it's illegal to steal or open an ATM, which she had done. And commenters saying, like, basically you took it too far.
Like, who gave her the fucking combination for the ATM, though? Because, like...
Well, the thing is, you'll see, look at, there's a
dolly.
dolly.
So somebody aided and abetted her in this crime, for sure. You can't just, like, go and pick those up.
It's like, what are these officers doing? Just staring at, that sure is an ATM machine. Look at how many there are. Holy shit, there's like 5 SUVs. I didn't notice that last time. Can you imagine trying to explain what the fuck is happening to the police, though?
Yeah. It's like, no, this is just a TikTok
No,
trend. I'm
like,
turning it into a purse.
Look, on TikTok,
like, it's this joke. I'm not actually taking it. I'm just making it a purse by putting a string on it.
I actually thought that there was a chance that she may have owned that ATM somehow. Like, bought an ATM that doesn't work for that thing. Because how else, like you said, is it empty, openable, outside, not plugged into anything?
Yeah.
Like,
There's no cash
in
in it. Clearly the cash had been removed.
Is Jinjee
And yeah, she had access to the ATM lock.
Nobody brings the cop together. Like, somebody probably called in because of something along those lines. Oh yeah, we were gonna look up big. Let's see. I'm just typing in random shit and we'll see. Let's go. News. 3 days ago. No.
I don't know. You're not gonna find that article. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was in Philip DeFranco video.
Yeah.
Basically, TikTok, I think, is mostly millennials or something.
Yeah,
like
I don't
that.
know.
And
I don't.
boomers or some
I
shit.
don't use TikTok. I know my niece is on TikTok. And then my brother has TikTok simply because he wants to observe my niece and make sure that she's like,
Yeah.
not doing bad things on the TikTok.
Honestly, though, it's just some of it's just not meant to be understood. Yeah, no, I won't be able. It's just people trying to do the anti of what their parents or the other generations did. You know what I mean? This was just something that we thought was. I found this morning. I thought was kind of funny. Subway sandwiches. Freaking Subway sandwiches is being bought or sold to the Arby's owner for a reported $9.6 billion.
We'll also have to talk about that breaking news above the top.
Yeah, apparently Kleenex is no longer available in Canada. But yeah, the sandwich chain said Thursday that it will be sold to the private equity firm Rourke Capital, which apparently has a thing for buying restaurant chains that aren't like doing exceptionally well.
I didn't think that Subway was doing bad.
Yeah, but I don't think I think they're pretty probably consistent.
Like, Subway's the only fast food restaurant in the town we live by.
It's true. So yeah, they're a private equity firm in asset management that owns Arby's, Dunkin', and Buffalo Wild Wings. So they're huge. It's another conglomeration of things. And yeah, it basically what A&W used to be the small town kind of fast food chain that you'd find in Saskatchewan,
like Davidson.
Yeah, in like a smaller place. And then the Subway became that in a lot of smaller places
because it's healthier food.
And
but Jordan says that Subway has a bad rep. Why? Because of
Jubway. Jared from Subway.
Yeah, Jared.
My brain tried to say Jared from Subway, and it said Jubway. Do you guys understand when I talk like that? John Oliver did an episode about them. Yeah, Subway, I think, has always been on the cusp. They've never really been like top cheddar fast food in a sense of money making.
I will say, growing up, I always preferred Mr. Sub. Good old Canadian Mr. Sub.
Are you talking about the cool way of when they used to cut it on an angle?
Quiznos I hate the angle thing.
Quiznos is kind of, I don't know.
Quiznos
I knew some people that loved Quiznos. I don't know. It always kind of made me feel sick.
I never liked Quiznos. My favorite was always Mr. Sub. I would always order a pizza sub from Mr. Sub. It was literally just like meat and cheese and pizza sauce on a bun melted in the microwave. It was my favorite. If I was feeling a little fancy, I'd get some strips of onion on it. Love the pizza sub. This
is the old Subway cutting technique, if you guys don't know this.
Time and time again, you guys surprise me with new Subway lore, and today's lore is the biggest Subway Easter egg that you may ever see. Now, back in the day, before I was even ever born,
Quiznos still does it, though.
Why is it so fucking...
quite literally transcended the sub. They call this a V-cut. Now, what a V-cut is literally cutting a V into the top of the
Yeah, that's how they used to cut it.
And then stuffing your sub full of
I don't know. I don't think that's my computer making it fucking skip like that.
I don't know. I was never a fan of it being cut that way, though.
Why not?
I never really liked it.
So it had its reason, though. It was so that when
you can create a trough.
Yeah, so when you bite it, everything doesn't shoot out. Right? Because like when you cut it inside and you have to eat it a certain way or else it'll...
Yeah, I know, but I just... maybe I like it all pooping out of the end of my sandwich.
Yeah, they used to just like rock around with those like box cutters to cut bread, basically. I mean, honestly.
Okay, so yeah, Kleenex tissues are being discontinued in Canada.
Ain't no Ain't no one having this beside their bedside table anymore. What is this garbage?
Man size.
What the hell does that mean?
See, that kind of shit pisses me off, though. It's like when they made female-sized pens. Like, I can't use the same size. My little tiny hands can't use the same size pen. Jinjee, why is there so much water in your food dish? Oh, there's a fly.
Jinjee, he does this thing where he drags his bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kleenex, oddly enough, Kimberly Clark has decided that Canada is no... Oh, fuck. Sorry, I pushed something on the...
Oh, you pressed the Netflix.
I pressed the fucking Netflix button.
Damn it. I almost got it.
Yeah, due to unique complexities, Kleenex is no longer being in Saskatchewan or Canada. So we're gonna just have to
you can buy
load below.
You can buy their stuff commercially, but not like as a independent consumer.
But yeah, in a written statement, they indicated that specifically the customer facial tissues wouldn't be no longer be sold, which is, it's just weird. Other products and their professional facial products will be available. They're specifically targeted for the business market, which I don't understand. So like, does Walmart buy the Kleenex and sell it to us then? Is that like, were people buying their own things of Kleenex? Either way, their hand towels, their Cottonelle, Viva, toilet paper, You by Kotex, Poise, Depends, Huggies, Pull-Ups, Goodnights will still remain.
But
just not the actual Kleenex.
Yeah.
The weird thing is...
Which is also so weird because it's literally changed the word. People call it Kleenex and not facial tissue.
It's colloquially known here
as
tissue,
Kleenex.
Nasal tissues or facial tissues.
As Kleenex.
Kleenex. We all call it Kleenex.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to change that because then eventually a generation's going to go, what the fuck is Kleenex? Like, you know, when you start a new job and people are calling things names and you're like, why is it called that? And they're like, oh, it's just an abbreviation for like big square.
I'm going to say, I don't know what kind of toilet paper you guys use, but usually toilet paper up here like hurts the nose.
Wow.
It's a little too rough.
Depends.
It's a little too rough.
I use paper towel to blow my nose. I'm pretty sure the reason that Kleenex is doing this is probably the same reason that the napkin industry is blaming millennials.
Yeah.
We don't buy napkins to wipe our mouths and tissues to blow our nose. We use paper towel and toilet paper only.
Weren't you also reading an article this morning how like millennials are basically killing the economy because we're like...
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's because we have no money to spend on shit.
The article was called basically millennials aren't keeping up what the previous generation built, so that's why things are coming apart. Well,
most of us aren't in positions of power yet. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's still like the older generation that like refuses to fucking retire. And
for instance,
we've inherited like a pile of rubble. So
yeah, like, so for instance, when it comes to self-checkout, right? Most of us would know how to use a fully automated store where you just put your groceries in your fucking basket. The basket is somehow accumulating what you owe. You pay for it on your phone. You walk out the fucking door. The older generation is upset with us because we don't want to be their fucking cashiers and bag people anymore. You know, like, oh, well, that's stupid. Now look at all these jobs and now they don't have anyone working because the millennials don't want to work. No, it's because it should be this way. People aren't necessarily destined to be servants for each other forever because it's more convenient for older people.
Yeah.
It bothers me so much. Because specifically, one of the things that made me this upset...
I showed him this meme this morning.
She showed me a meme.
His reaction was just...
And it boiled the blood in my veins.
He was so angry. It's not even really a meme. It's like an old-timey photo from 1963. Yeah.
It's page 166 of Popular Science, January 1963. Disposing of used engine oil can be a problem. Solution: dig a hole in the ground with a post hole digger, fill it with fine gravel, and pour your oil. It will be absorbed into the ground before your next change. Cover the spot with soil.
Science.
Why would I listen to anybody who was alive when this was considered advice, who didn't take the time to learn why this was wrong? And that maybe the reason their children have problems with anxiety and neurodivergence is because their ground has been contaminated.
Evan, oil is from the earth, and you're just putting it back in the earth.
It just makes me so mad that everything is the problem of laziness. It couldn't possibly be because they're dumping like fucking plutonium and nuclear waste in the fucking river everyone eats their fish from. Couldn't possibly be that.
Not at all.
The Romans couldn't possibly be pissed off because everything they ate off of was made out of lead.
Yeah.
Nope. They were just, those lazy kids.
There is like one company in the States that started making paint pigments out of all of the pollution in the rivers, and I think that's pretty neat.
It's so gross watching them scoop it
Yeah,
up.
it is really gross though. Other things that are discontinued now in Canada.
Yeah.
Delicio frozen pizzas.
Which is like DiGiorno.
Yeah. Bugles and Little Debbie's.
Fingernail chips. So
I like Bugles. It's disappointing. I like a good bugle.
Honestly, the reason I'm guessing Delicio isn't sold anymore is that it isn't cheaper than alternatives.
Yeah.
And in the cost, in a time
I don't really
of
like Delicio.
increased costs, people would buy the no-name frozen
There's
pizza.
the Dr. Oetkers, which is good.
Oetkers?
Yeah, Bugles were discontinued a while ago.
Bugles, for those of you who don't know, not like the Moricola, but like
The munching snack.
Yeah, the munching snack.
Original is the best.
The only reason anyone ever bought these.
Yeah, you put them on your fingers at Halloween. And you're like, how
will we eat our witch fingers
exactly.
now? So yeah, the only reason Bugles existed in the first
to
place.
do this.
Look at the tagline under this: 24 365 ding dong. Oh, look at these ones.
Oh.
People bugle witch fingers recipe.
Oh, so they've like dipped them in
food coloring and candy and stuff. Crazy. But yeah, this was the only reason they existed was to basically pass along viral diseases through hand gestures.
They taste good too.
And Little Debbie's. This will be something that I don't know if they have them in the States, but it's like, I don't know if it's even considered food, really.
Yeah, they have Little Debbie's in the States.
Like oatmeal cream pies.
I'm not upset about this. Oh, Little Debbie's kind of sucks. We have our Joss Lewis.
Jaws Louis.
However the hell it's pronounced.
Oh, yeah. Is that Little Debbie or no?
Yeah, that's all Little Debbie.
No, like the
No, that's
Joss
Canadian.
Louis?
Joss Louis is a Canadian thing.
Oh, yeah, the Joss Louis.
Yeah, I don't even know how it's pronounced, but that's a Canadian. It says right there. It's a Canadian confection.
Made by Vachon? I'll say Vachon because I'm assuming it's owned by Saputo. So, version of the it's like a wagon wheel. Have you ever had a wagon wheel?
No, they're not quite like a wagon wheel. Because a wagon wheel is like a cookie, a little bit of jam, marshmallow, and then enrobed in chocolate.
Yeah.
And Joss Louis is just like 2 bits of chocolate cake
with cream in the middle.
Filling and then enrobed in chocolate.
That's true. The wagon wheel's got cookie.
Yeah.
I do like
They're very different.
I like me a wagon wheel. I'm not going to lie. Oh, they're made by Dare. They make good stuff. The Joss Louis.
I never liked the wagon wheel with jam. I prefer them jamless. The jamless wagon wheel.
Jamless. Yeah. So what I will say is like these things, I don't think they're actually food. Like cosmic brownies and stuff.
My grandma loved to eat the Cosmo brownies.
Like this
zebra cake?
Star Crunch?
I'm not upset about this being discontinued.
My assumption is their business is like fumbling hard and they're just limiting their market.
We also have those passion flakies.
I had Kremsnita. Let's see if it will determine the language and say it. Not sure what to call them in English.
Kremsnita.
Fucking Kremsnita. Oops. I hit.
Oh, you didn't copy it.
No, I did, but then I copied the URL instead of pasted the. Classic when you paste when you're trying to copy or copy when you're trying to paste.
Oh, that looks good. Vanilla slice.
Look on this one.
It's custard. Ah.
He's so high in sugar, it's insane.
Let's look at the recipe for this, see if I can make it.
Krimsnite.
Ooh, it's the most popular dessert in Croatia. We might have to try making this sometime. That could be
good.
exciting.
The origins, it's most probably German or
Kremschneider.
Austrian. Unser Kremschneider. Evan said it better. Near the capital of Zagreb. Called Sombor. Interesting.
Scroll down to the recipe. I hate how they always include... there we go. Oh, I need puff pastry sheets. Okay.
No, you can make your own.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. For the creme schneider filling.
9 eggs.
Cornstarch, flour, eggs separated, vanilla, rum, lots of milk, and some whipping cream. Ooh, so yeah, it's a custard. Oh, that would be good. So it's like custard on I've never had anything like that, but that looks really yummy. Cream pie.
Kremschnita.
Kremschnita. Excuse me.
Kremschnita.
Is that your Kremschnita, or are you happy to see me?
Kremschnita.
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 Cream pie.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
No need for rum. Really?
Kremschnita.
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 Yes, Philip. We do see them there. We did get a famous wiener in my anus, and looks nice. How is Scotland? Dunna ken. I dunna ken. Are you? Does it feel weird to be going to Scotland from the land of the rich peoples, where you're like, oh, 110 pennies. Would you like a little?
Kremschnita.
Would you like a little?
Kremschnita.
I love typing things into Google Translate. It's just so
fun.
good. It's rainy then sunny, then rainy then sunny. What is Scottish weather like?
That seems
Scottish.
That seems like what I think Scottish weather is like. Rainy then sunny, rainy then sunny.
It's like it happens to people who live by oceans, water and stuff. I always find it interesting that like the TV is only like a couple feet from us because our house is tiny, and when I open certain things, you can see the color on our face change. Yes. However, I have to take a U-bomb from my epididymis.
And then we'll do memes.
And then we're going to look at the memes.
For stream.
Memes for streams. Memes for streams. Memes for streams. Memes for streams. Where are we? Cat in a sock?
Yeah.
No, yeah. We got a cat in a sock. It's just a cat in a sock, baby.
Have you guys heard about that one TikToker that basically his whole shtick is he like reads memes, and he's been
Ben
Telect or whatever, but he like reads memes in like the most like annoying way, like I can't even.
He's
recently come under
he's
fire.
He's actually a musical artist.
Oh, sorry, I would have never guessed that he was a musical artist.
Let's just say he's threatening to sue a lot of people.
Yeah. So allegedly,
yeah, he does.
He had invited some chick to be like on his podcast that he has, and like I guess she has an OnlyFans, and then like hours before she was supposed to be on the podcast, she's like, hey, would you like to come over and we can film some content for your OnlyFans? And she was like, no. And then he was like, oh, sorry, I've canceled our podcast. I'm going to be filming it with somebody else today. And then like that's a very dumbed down version of what happened. That's a very, very, very much Reader's Digest version. But since then, other shit has been coming out about him.
Yeah, he's basically incessantly texts women like, and then like an hour later, if they don't respond, like, you missed out, you bitch. Yeah. Like, I could help boost your numbers if we do OnlyFans together. Like, just another person on the internet who turned out to be a scumbag, who all they did was read tweets, like literally like hundreds of thousands of tweets.
Yeah, he has it like behind him, like superimposed, and he's like, Just pull up the first meme, and I'll read it like Bentellect. I'll
No,
be
this
Bentellect.
even has a picture though, so it's
I know.
better than most of what.
I know. But so imagine my head kind of like bobbling in front of this and being like, photo after fighting Sheila, I'd be like,
Not even.
like that was actually probably better.
Yeah,
That
I
was a
actually
better-
had more emotion.
Yeah, it did.
Here, I'll
I can't
find.
Even, I can't even do it like as like it's like an emotionless tin can. I can't recreate the emotionless tin can reactions of Bentellect.
I think this is a short of Moist Critical talking about it.
So the pickle video he's referring to is
Oh.
the podcast was going to be a pickle.
Oh yeah, he invited her on his podcast
Oh,
for
yes.
a pickle tier mukbang.
How is this? Fucking Christ! These fucking people who take the other people's stuff and make their own shit about it.
Well, I mean, you have to go pee anyway, so
Do you?
no, I don't.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
No. If you want to go pee, I'll
Well,
talk about.
in that case,
You want me to? You were about to pull up his response.
I meant people responding to him.
Oh, because he did have probably the most poor response to this whole thing. Let my lovely husband wee outdoors, and then we'll talk about wow, fucking fly. There's a fly. This is also the time of year that the flies like to come out, so that's kind of annoying. So-
mushrooms again.
Yeah, right now there's like
one the size of a soccer ball.
yeah, there's a lot of mushrooms out and about, and if we were like confident in our mushroom foraging skills, we would be eating a lot of mushrooms. But unfortunately, I don't believe in my ability to identify mushrooms. But yeah, his response, Bentellect's response to this whole shit was basically like, I'm sorry to any girls that feel I was rude to them. I can't even find it, but that's basically his response. It was pretty shitty. Yeah, you may as well just come out with a ukulele and fucking sung about it. Hi, Scroll Lock. But yes, he is kind of gross. Oh wait, maybe this dude's YouTube short will show. Yeah.
He did the same thing he already did before, where he said, there's a lot being said about me, when this isn't even things being said about him. These people have cold, hard evidence right there. But I'm just going to let the video play through, then we'll talk about it.
There's a lot being said about me on the internet.
He did the same thing he already did before, where he said, there's a lot being said about me, when this isn't even things being said about him. These people have cold, hard evidence right there. But I'm just going to let the video play through, then we'll talk about it.
Hey, Scrollock.
He did
Okay, that's really an annoying short. But
I just need to stretch a bit.
yeah, he's kind
Did
of
you
a clown.
find a version of him reading tweets like an idiot?
Oh no, I didn't. But here, maybe this will be. I don't know.
Listen, I know this trend where everybody tries to scare this dude shitless.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. This guy's a turd. We're gonna read some memes, but we're not gonna be like Bentellect. We will put our reacts will be harder. Our reacts will be better. Our reacts will be way more enjoyable than anybody's reacts that you could ever imagine in the world of people reacting to stuff. So
You guys will want to react
You just-
to our reaction.
yeah, you just strap yourselves in, my fellow buddies, for the hardest meme reacts you're ever gonna see in your entire freaking lives. That's right.
It took forever, but I'm glad to see you finally got rid of Sheriff.
It's just me now. It's just me reacting as hard as humanly possible to the memes that you provide to us in the Discord.
Would you like some Rice Krispie?
I'm good. I don't want any Rice Krispie square right now. Ooh, Jordan's back with a smoothie. Okay, how do I don't know how to operate anything, to be honest. So, oh wait, I need to click on, what happens if I click JCam?
Don't click it.
Okay, I won't click anything. I'll not click anything. I'll just sit here and keep talking about how we're going to react so hard to these memes. The hardest of reactions that could ever be created by man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the outside?
It was good. It looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah. I do believe the forecast says that.
I have Rice Krispie. Thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I just have a lot of hotkeys and stuff set up.
It's true. He does.
So while I eat my
That is
delicious Rice Krispie,
a perfect little cat face.
provided from my beautiful wife.
I did make some Rice Krispie squares last night.
Fantastic.
I love Rice Krispie squares.
If it's not part of your culture to mix marshmallows with Rice Krispies, you should make it that way.
I actually think in like Europe, marshmallows aren't a big thing over there.
What?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I believe this to be an accurate statement.
You know what is actually a big thing in the UK? Being a seal and singing seal. It's true. You might not believe me, but they do it on a regular basis. Told ya.
That our cat is also like the cutest cat.
He is. That's on it. We have a cat house for him, but he wants to sleep in that shopping bag.
Yeah.
So what I did is instead of going against the flow and being like, stop going in that garbage in that bag, we set it up so that it's more of like a place that he can continually go in and out of and collect all his butt hair.
Marshmallows, yes, but I don't know what Rice Krispies are.
What?
We only have the no-name Rice Krispies.
They're the original anti-fat food.
It's a crisped rice cereal.
It's like puffed grains of rice.
Yeah. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get a bag of marshmallows and you're going to melt it with some margarine or butter or whatever you have. And then you're going to mix it with a bunch of these. And then you're going to press it into a pan. And you're going to let it cool. And then when it's cool, it makes a delicious square.
They don't have Rice Krispies. Interesting. That means that they also don't have puffed wheat, probably. Have you ever heard of puffed wheat?
Oh, we already know that like puffed wheat is very much like, especially puffed wheat squares are a Saskatchewan thing.
Also, did you see what Jordan was saying about the weather?
Yeah, that it's super smoky.
Can't even see the neighbors. Yeah, BC is in some... This is kind of the bad time for BC.
Yeah, this is kind of a bad time for BC. That's an understatement.
Puffed wheat.
So, yeah, puffed wheat.
So, first of all, maybe Slovenia didn't have the masturbatory problems that they had in America because a man named Dr. Kellogg, Dr. Kellogg decided that everybody is masturbating far too much. There's far too much masturbation happening. And he developed a bland cereal because he thought...
You're actually thinking of cornflakes that were originally developed.
Oh.
Cornflakes were originally
Sorry.
cereal, yeah.
I'm a douchebag.
No, but that's fine. I'm sure.
But these were also a bland cereal for anti-masturbation. I'm sure.
Probably. I like.
They don't have sugar in them.
Yeah, you have to add your own sugar.
Puffed peanuts?
I've never heard. I've never seen a puffed peanut.
I've never seen a puff. Peanut.
I'm just thinking of how you puff a peanut.
So Rice Krispies are, they're just like puffed grains of rice. And this is what I was just eating. It's those those puffed grains of rice. Here, I'll zoom in on the mic.
Yeah.
This is the under the microscope version. They're just held together by basically marshmallow glue.
Yeah.
I'll post it
I'm
in
gonna have some
Discord.
too. You made me want
Puffed peanut. You don't say. I ain't never puffed a peanut in my life. I'll add more peaches. Millions of peaches. Gotta add more peaches. Peaches. We bought pears for the first time in a while.
They were on sale.
Puffed wheat. Puffed
Of course,
wheat.
President's Choice is like the first thing that
puffed
pops up.
wheat isn't. It's not as like it's not sold as like a eat. Well, I guess it is sugar crisp or whatever. But so puffed wheat is like same thing. It's wheat instead of rice that's been puffed, and you mix it with like molasses to make.
No, so to make a puff wheat square.
Oh.
The mixture is cocoa powder and like sugar.
Yeah.
And then like a little corn syrup, I believe.
Yeah, right here.
What
Brown
the
sugar,
fuck, the
dark.
fly?
I'm just eating them. Well, let's see what we got here. What you say?
Oh.
What?
Those look like
Get out of Dodge.
when you used to be able to get at the fair.
Puffed? How do you puff a peanut?
Maybe the same way you puff wheat.
Peanut flips. How Germany's favorite snack food is produced. Let's see what this is. If you... I don't want to see the whole short documentary. 9 minutes.
They are Germany's favourite nibbles. Because people in factories slave away around the clock, we can polish off the contents of 60 million bags of peanut puffs every year.
What is this?
Maybe they're like puff wheat, cheesy.
I was
with peanut
thinking,
flavor.
that's what I was thinking. They're probably mulled into a giant paste.
Yeah. No, this is cheesies but with a peanut
when will
flavor.
the peanuts be added? We'll see that later. Okay.
What's that?
Cereal for the puffs.
Cheese flavor.
I know. We have cheese puffs over here, which are
here.
The body is the same except it's coated with a cheese powder. Your body is coated with like a peanut powder.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But in Canada, we colloquially call them cheesies.
How they were
Because of Hawkins.
accidentally created in an animal feed factory? We have it like this.
Yeah, with cheese flavor on it.
Popular, what, yellow snacks? What the hell are you talking
That
about?
ain't yellow. That's like neat day glow orange.
I'm just curious. They were created by an animal food manufacturer in Blackall Corporation in Beloit, Wisconsin. To make the feed, a grinder was used to flake the corn. In order to clean the machinery, they fed moist corn into the grinder. And it would produce airy blobs of corn. It's fucking gross. Oh, I doubt this has anything to do with it.
No.
The producers of Chewies?
Huh. Dead Wayne says, I worked for Quaker Oats and got to tour the largest cereal facility they had and got to eat crunch berries hot off the press. They were impressively delicious.
Yeah, maybe that's why they think people like them, is because when they first make them, they taste good.
I love Captain Crunch. Like, even how it cuts up your mouth. Oh, so good.
Even though, it just destroys the roof of your mouth.
Okay, Mems. We're going to react so hard.
Okay, first one. This is a Skazi. Why am I a working class guy defending this billionaire? Because they're people just like you and me. Achoo. Did you just sneeze in my ear? Yeah. No. And react.
React.
Did you just say you got crunchitized? You saying you got crunchitized? Captain Crunch is, I mean, it's, you just gotta let it moisten up a bit.
I don't think I've ever had the berries. The
crunch berries?
No.
All I know is that's on South Park. When you see Mary Margaret viciously churning butter.
Vigorously.
Why did I say viciously?
I don't know.
Because first I raise a barn, and then I raise another.
I was the one who posted this meme, so that was me.
When your eyes are the windows to the soul.
We were watching some Dragon Ball Z last night, as per usual, and somebody got flipped off.
Someone got flipped off. It was
a very funny moment.
Yeah,
very good moment.
Rancoon?
I
think is the flipper offer.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z is so good. We're so enjoying the Frieza arc.
What's up? I'm delicious. Can you not look at me while I do this? Just start cutting right on the crack. There, as you know, recent vegetable growers, some potatoes develop. Some vegetables do grow a butthole. It looks like it.
Some of the tomatoes definitely had buttholes.
I actually put this one. It's one of my favorites. Nice tree, Dad. Are you gonna put it up yourself? No, I'll be putting it in the living room. Sorry, maybe I've always found that one too funny.
I posted this because it made me laugh.
If you know, you know.
And then because I mentioned this to you, and you're like, I've never actually seen these movies. It's from the Never-Ending Story.
Oh,
it's when he's in the fucking
you were telling me
quicksand pit.
Yeah, no, I've never actually seen the Never-Ending Story.
It's like the saddest fucking moment ever. Yeah, like Atreyu and the horse.
I don't know.
You'll have to watch it.
I would read this manga.
I would too. Yeah.
Just pumpkins having beeholes. I mean, of course. I do want to show this one. It's not technically a meme, but Violetta posted it, and it's a chicken pre-turning itself into food.
It's getting ready for.
It's like
supper.
Like how, I don't know what goes on in Slovenia, but you let your chickens pre-marinate themselves. And just like put the water in the pan and let them moisten themselves. This breaks my heart. The swamp of sadness. You've never seen. Yeah, I know.
The bog of eternal stench.
Maybe we should. I know what it is. It's like the kid who rides the food dog.
Yeah. But I think there's actually a few Never-Ending Stories. Like I think there's a few movies. I remember once as a child, my mom rented me all of the Never-Ending Stories for like a weekend, and then I watched a shitload of those movies. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, we were too addicted to Dragon Ball right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. We're definitely in our Dragon Ball phase. That will not be interrupted until it is done.
Yeah,
it's our
we are already on
current
level.
Arch.
We're on level 79. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Z. We're Canadian.
Yeah,
Dragon
as Canadians,
Ball Z.
We call it Dragon Ball Z.
The name was bugging me. There are a few, but the sequels are terrible. It sounds like a sequel. Sounds like sequels to me. I mean, this is cutting the fucking rope.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Let me go.
Alien ladies. Oh, this is a classic drink. The Gentleman Jack. You throw yourself a glizzy in the Gentleman Jack, you're good to go. We train our chickens to cook themselves. Actually, it's kind of funny. So Violetta posted pictures of the rabbits that they have on the farm, and I tagged audio like, "Hey, look, there's Bun Buns."
Because he loves
you
rabbits
love Bun Buns so much, and I didn't even think that towards the ends of those rabbits' lives, they're probably protein for people.
I mean, it does make sense
so funny, though.
that guinea pigs and rabbits are raised to be.
Yeah, we said that. We've watched it.
Like quick sources of protein, I get it.
Yeah, where people, that one guy goes best ever food review show. I mean, they multiply like crazy. It makes sense. Audio, if you're listening, they're also so very cute. But
I mean, Peru also provided the potato. So maybe if we just like all accepted the Peruvian diet of guinea pig and potato. Like, imagine how completely self-sufficient you could be at home if you raised your own guinea pigs and potatoes. You would not need, like...
You technically, and if you had something for milking, I think they say potatoes and milk can kind of get you most of the way there.
Yeah.
Or like cheeses and stuff.
Yeah, but then you would have guinea pig for protein.
Yeah,
so that
exactly.
would replace the milk that you would probably require. So maybe just have a goat. And then the goat can also like mow your lawn for you.
That's true.
And provide you with goat milk.
It hasn't aged super well, but Neverending Story was a formative movie for my childhood. Jordan's never seen it, but he's not immortal yet, so he doesn't have time. But
what's with all the next meme you just pulled up is another whiskey hot dog.
Our
whiskey.
channel is 90% hot dogs. Didn't
Apparently,
you know this?
yeah.
Didn't
I guess
you know this?
Some of the original lore is us reacting to hot dog shit. But
yeah, and you don't talk to Daddy till he's had his hot dog whiskey.
I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Big Papa.
I'm planning to get a goat. Yeah, my auntie and uncle had dwarf goats, and they were hilarious. If not, I don't know if they had any utility to them other than harassing the horses. Every time the horses would lay down, they'd lay on top of them. It's just great. Me zoning out really hard during probably a very important conversation.
Is this real question though? Is that a real picture of a cat, or is that like an AI cat, or like a Photoshop cat?
That is Jabeson as a cat.
Or does like that cat have like? Is it a special needs cat?
That's Jabeson.
I need to know.
Actually, do you know the place where you've probably seen this cat before?
No.
On that cat mug.
That my cat mug does not look like that cat.
It does. Its eyes are super far apart.
No, it does not.
It totally does. Can't believe you don't understand the hot dog.
Oh my god, it does. Holy shit. Okay, you're right.
I told you. Okay, so look at that cat and look at that cat. It's the same cat. It's famous. Did this mug copy the cat? I think it might have. Goats are amazing protectors for livestock, control overgrowth and other stuff. Super useful. Yeah. And if you've ever seen a mountain goat climb up like basically a vertical mountain somehow, it's just ridiculous.
Have I shown my goat impersonation? I think I have.
I think you have. I think it's more of a... I think you only showed it on Twitch, though.
I did.
You may not have shown it on YouTube.
I've not shown my goat impersonation on the YouTubes.
You don't have to.
It's maybe worth existing out there in the universe, though, in perpetuity.
Yeah. It's like audio nipple eyes.
Yeah.
Where this is actually what was the last thing to happen before our other computer absolutely
just like
unalived itself.
Yeah.
It started like fraying its own wires and stuff. It was... I think that's what I named it. I don't know. The Streamlabs is slow as shit today. I'm pretty sure I called it Nips.
Nips.
Woke up with this fat, throbbing, uncontrollable love for all my homies again today.
Deadweight Nate wants the goat impersonation. I should do it.
I don't feel pressured, but
I don't feel pressured. I have to take the glasses off so that way, they get the full
effect of the goat. This is the goat doing the goat.
The goat.
Okay, that's enough of that one. Philip is going to be so pissed off that he didn't see that.
I mean, you can clip it.
It looked like you were like doing it at me. And I was like, goat. Quit goating around.
Now that nipples have
There we go.
eyes, I can sing my song about nipple eyes.
2 cursed things in a row.
Thank you.
Potentially 3 cursed things, my goat of a wife. You can't un-Mountain Dew what's already been mountain done, son.
I like that tattoo. That's great.
Yeah, this is a continuing meme of the Tennessee make that into a command. I mean, We do have quite a few Krissy commands, so I mean it would fit in quite well. This is because Tennessee is full of the
Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Jason harvests the Mountain Dew from the mountains of Tennessee.
It's true.
This is actually
he's
very
eating Mountain
well
Dew hot
done.
dogs.
This is a very well done.
I would sport that tattoo.
Absolutely.
It's a nice traditional,
Freaking
neo-traditional.
It's like that meme your niece showed us. How about I turn your peen is into a peen was? I was like, oh my god, that's so good. Can you imagine saying that to somebody? Oh, this is me deciding between being fit or being happy.
That cat is so cute.
It looks like our little chombus.
Yeah.
Look, all you get to see is this little butt in the corner. Freaking little chombuses. It's like that one thing. I'll have to find that. I want to listen to it again. I'm so fucking tired. So tired all the time. Texans be like, being gay is wrong. It says so in the Bible. Also Texans. Doing arguably one of the things most associated with potential homosexuality.
15 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch.
15 naked cowboys at Ram Ranch.
Oh, wait, in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Yeah, in the showers.
In the showers at Ram Ranch.
I actually don't even know if that's a command
I don't think it
anymore.
is.
I think maybe we got...
Ram Ranch is such an
forgot to put it
important
back.
part of Canadian lore, especially during the convoy.
I need the reacts to be way harder, guys.
Sorry. Our reacts are so lackluster. I apologize. We aren't reacting hard enough.
Maybe this Texas cake will help. I'm sorry for what I said when it was 109 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I mean, if this is actually 109 degrees Celsius, you're more than likely to...
Oh, that's above boiling.
Yeah.
Children.
Ram Ranch. I'll have to... $29.98 or $29.88.
$30 for a cake? That's pretty good.
I mean,
You guys may.
I'm just kidding.
You can get a slab cake like that at the co-op.
There was a lot of stuff that came out when the heat was as high as it was, or it has been, where it said like basically your brain function is like decreased by like 30% or something.
When it's hot out?
I saw that cake the other day. More emotion. Yeah. Emergency phone not installed. Please do not have an emergency at this location. That can't be real. I mean, that looks like a real piece of paper.
Oh, I almost got that fly with my hand. Oh god.
Early in the year, the flies are super dumb, where you can like kill. They just like sit
They're like
there and
these
let you kill
tiger
them.
stripe flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We're getting into fall season now, and that's when the flies come out. And if you have your door open for like longer than like 3 seconds, you will have at least one in your house. It's really annoying.
Instant crime scene cleanup kit. Strike, light, run. That looks like a President's Choice no-name pack of matches.
That is such an old pack of matches.
Do we even have any matches?
We used to.
I love
you might
those
in the
underwater
camper.
matches. Yeah, you've never seen those? They're like, they have like 99% more of that red sulfur.
So they light underwater or they light while wet?
Both.
But how would you, what would be the point of
Or wait, no,
lighting
you can
anything?
light it and put it underwater.
But what would be the point? You're not going to be able to light anything underwater.
Well, it burns so hot it creates a small oxygen bubble around it. So we'll watch a video.
Okay. Sorry, there's a fly. I cannot. I don't think I ever watched Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off?
But I wish I could use chopsticks to catch a fly. Pew.
Oh, that would be crazy.
I need the fly swatter again in case it comes near me.
In case you get flied.
Get it.
I wonder if this is... this is I haven't seen a video by this guy in...
Oh, the crazy Russian dude?
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, these are those matches that we were just talking about?
Yeah.
9 years ago.
What's up, everybody? Welcome
Most replayed.
zombie
You see it burning
survival
now?
tips.
Now I'm gonna put it under water. And
Oh.
check it out.
It's
it
not
burns
out.
Under water. Take it out. Crazy, huh?
It creates a.
But it's not lighting underwater though.
That's I've seen other
Pretty
ones,
intense,
other
this time I'm gonna start
larger matches that they're
Yeah, check
they're
out how
really
it
big,
joins
and
the
that's
water
kind of the
here.
same thing. It creates a barrier that doesn't put it out. Achoo, bless you. We've talked about this. Sorry, I'll let it slide this time. Oh, thank God. Internet friends are so weird because, like, I know your deepest trauma, but I've never seen your legs. That one I will concede is true. It's much. There is this little thing inside of us all that's kind of like, I wonder what, like, how tall you are, or you know what I mean.
But the thing also about sharing your trauma, it's like, does anybody else relate to this experience? Please tell me yes.
Yes, please don't leave me alone. I don't want to find out I'm alone. Tin can eyeball fist planet. I don't get it. What is this? Tin eye fist Saturn? Is that Uranus? Is that supposed to be Uranus?
Fist Uranus. I can fist Uranus.
Is that what it's supposed to be? I mean, it has to be.
I can fist Uranus.
No. Can I fist Uranus? People
But you were asking permission. I was not.
Yeah, you were just saying,
this is going to happen.
No, absolutely. 5 margaritas. 5 margaritas, 4 margaritas, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
People think I'm... yeah, that's a match we get on our search and rescue missions. They don't die.
Yeah, I don't ask. I just do.
Skaz is over 16 feet. 6 feet. I was almost 6'1" at one point. I'm probably closer to 6 now with my spinal degradation. I can fist Uranus. You better watch yourself.
It's an assertion of fact, and it will happen.
An insertion of fact?
An insertion of fact, yeah. Things will be inserted, and it will be my fist.
That's a stupid sign. You don't hop. You've never hopped. I hop. Lying in a little restaurant with your bullshit.
Fuck you.
What was that one joke? What would you call the perfect restaurant for someone with one leg to be a waiter? IHOP or something like that? Have you ever heard that joke?
No.
Yeah, a peg-legged waiter at IHOP or something like that. As you age, it's ridiculous how fast bird watching creeps up on you. You spend your whole life being 100% indifferent to birds, and then one day you're like, damn, is that a yellow-rumped warbler? We do have
yellow-rumped warblers.
Yellow-rumped warblers.
Yeah. And we were very excited when they appeared on the Merlin Bird app. We're like,
it's true.
Look.
We were very excited. We're like, hey, there's yellow-rumped warblers.
We saw a huge group of pelicans flying around the other day. That was interesting.
Hey, this is from Skaz. I mean, it's true. It had to be done. Someone had to do it, even though
Look at this photograph.
Even though it's pure evil.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Fucking Trump's. I did everything right and they indicted me.
Well, he did. He did do everything right, and they indicted him.
It's true. Oh, we won't even. We will. I'll just show it again.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't dump your oil in the ground.
Yeah. Just because oil is from the ground doesn't
My
mean
aunt
it
is a
should go
birdie.
back
She
in the
posted that meme before. We literally, it just snuck up on us. We were just like, holy shit, look at all the birds. When the geese start all flying, we'll record them singing like psychopaths. This is from Bracken. Aussie on holiday in the UK spends 3 days in hospital after being bitten by a snake.
Okay, what kind of... Oh, the only venomous snake.
Hiker and bushwalker said the irony of being bitten by the UK's only venomous snake was not lost on him.
That is kind of ironic, because I didn't even know they had venomous snakes in the UK.
Yeah, the only one. Oh, I was just curious if he was like an actual.
Look up UK venomous snake.
Also, envenomating.
Oh, the adder.
When a snake bites, it releases its venom in you. It doesn't like poison you or anything. It envenomates you. That's such a cool word. So they have, what was it? Sorry,
the adder.
Oh, the adder. Yeah. Do we have?
We do have rattlesnakes. Jackals. We have rattlesnakes.
Oh
here.
yeah, and a bull.
I don't know what a bull snake is.
Are there any poisonous snakes? One, the prairie rattlesnake.
I've never, fortunately, knock on wood, seen a rattlesnake in person. When I lived in Lethbridge, and occasionally I would go hiking in the coulees, they always warned like of rattlesnakes in the area, but I never heard or saw one.
We get mostly
garter snakes. That's basically what it's garter.
I see. I was thinking it was garter, but then I was like, isn't that what you wrap around your leg?
Yeah.
Also, have you guys ever heard of a viper sex pit? Vipers make a giant sex ball. Viper sex ball.
Most snakes do have a big, like basically a big sex pit. That's how they reproduce. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, be careful what you're, yeah.
Nothing weird, okay?
Yeah, very fortunately it had,
They form a giant... What in the...
Viper sex pit, I've seen that one.
Trizzle!
It's only for educational purposes, people.
Trizzle coming in with the Viper sex pit. How are ya? Oh... We're probably...
We should finish the memes.
We did.
That was the last meme?
I think so.
Oh, okay. My bad. Oh, that was the last meme. Thank you, Bracken.
Thank you, Bracken. How are you, Trizzly boy? Oh, I think I hear Violetta coming in, you guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, coming down the bend. There's Violetta. Can you bring us some potatoes? Potatoes over here, Violetta.
She's coming to steal the cat.
For those of you that didn't know, that's Violetta's tractor in Discord. That's Jinjee's butt. Phrasing is important with Google. It's true, I guess, that maybe that's where... Honestly, I remember the memes like a long time ago when it was like when someone thinks the Facebook post is the Google search and they type in like weird stuff and hit enter. Do you remember those? When like old boomer guys started using Facebook when they thought they were searching Google for porn, they were typing it into Facebook.
Yeah.
Came to steal the cat. Well, Trizzle, thank you so much for popping in. I do apologize that we're probably going to end stream. My tailbone and back and legs and stuff are getting really sore. So
I need to murder this fly that's in the house.
We gotta do some fly murder. My brother did that once. You know what my brother did once? He, I don't know, had a bunch of kids. Actually, yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, we hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're not in this Discord called The Shed,
join our Discord.
You
be
should,
heads.
so that we can
start a cult.
Start a cult of personality around Jinjee.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you upon thine morrow for Margarita Monday.
Yay, margaritas.
Margarita Monday, you get them 5
margaritas.
Get your margaritas. Get your margaritas, yo.
Specifically 5.
Thanks.
Because if you're not pegging, you're not doing it right.
Take care, everybody. Much love to you. Jinjee's butt says... bienvenuto because it is Italian. Jinjee, Much love. See